There you go.
Alright, so the point of our program was to make 3 different cities, and then allow the user to put certain equipment in that area, and to see how much energy it will produce. So we start out with 3 cities: Boston, Phoenix, and LA, and each of them have a unique data, solar data and wind data. So like Phoenix could have higher solar radiation than Boston, and then Boston can have higher winds. And then the user gets to pick. So there's 18 different equipments that they can use. There's 10 different solar panels types, and there's 8 different wind turbines or generators that they can use, and they can place them on either of those maps. They get to switch back and forth if they want to, and they can see how much energy they will get.
And then from there, we take the equipment base value and we set it equal to 0. And then when the user clicks on the image, it adds 1 to the equipment base value. And then from there, the user can switch the map. And when that happens, the base value again goes back to 0. Then from there, once the user is done choosing where they want to place the equipment for solar and wind, they can use the calculate buttons on the GUI and calculate solar energy and wind energy produced from the equipment they set, as well as the cost. And solar energy is given by the area of the equipment times the city solar, and then wind energy is given by the number of equipment times city wind.
Alright, sounds like a great project. Alright, awesome.
Alright, so this is the figure that we have. We have a scroll down menu here to select which city we want. We have Boston, Phoenix, and LA. We can see that in the property manager under the string. Phoenix and LA. Then we have our available equipments. We have our solar panels on the left and our wind generators on the right. We also have a save function and a load previous, a done button that signifies when the user is done with the GUI, and then we have 2 buttons that calculate the solar and wind energy and the cost of all of the materials. So when we run this, the user will be able to select one of the radio buttons we have here, or change the map here. So if we want to change to Phoenix, we can do that, and also to Los Angeles. So to place a solar panel, we just have the user click anywhere on the map, and it changes that square to the color of the solar panel. After a while, the screen capture kind of slows down the computer a little bit. So we have some solar panels in there, and we put some wind turbines in as well. And after those have been done, we can calculate the solar energy and solar wind, and then we can save it. So by clicking save, we can go to a different map and load the previous, and we'll be able to do it the same way. Also, if we exit completely and start over again, we can still load at the previous, and we'll have the same energy produced and cost. And we can also continue mapping, and it will change. And also, if we switch maps, they'll also both go back down to 0. So we'll load the previous one, and we'll click done, and we have the options to save a picture, save as a text output, and create a bill of materials. So to save the picture, it brings it up here and saves it as city PNG. They can save as a text output, and this will tell the user which boxes have which materials in them, and that the rest of the boxes have no equipment in them. And lastly, the user can create a bill of materials in which it gives all of the information about the equipment they're using, how many they're using, and the price for it.